again with another little short live. Yeah, I just come to say this shit right quick. It's not gonna be long. I gotta get ready to go somewhere in a minute. But I was watching King Outlaw Anthony the Now. Y'all know I type in the chat sometimes. Sometimes I watch from the bushes. Here come Biz at the end of the show. Want to say somebody talking about him, and then he started talking some weird ass shit, talking about he gonna be all to the kids' bus stops and shit, telling Anthony fuck his kids and all that shit. For one thing, Biz, you say you don't fuck with nobody on the other side. I guess the other side that nobody, other side that bust life. So why the fuck is you sneaking at people chatting? You used to do that shit before. Back in the day, you used to come to the end of the live and talk your shit. Talk about, I heard everything you said. You don't remember? Listen, I tell you, 27 been there for a long time. 27 watch everything and remember a lot. You used to do that shit, come in the live at the end. I heard everything and I was watching everybody. You used to say that shit before. But that weird shit that you just came in that chat and saying, talk about you gonna be at all the bus stops. What's bus stops you gonna be at? You gonna be at the kids bus stops? Where you gonna be at the regular bus stops? Or what going on? Why would you come and say that for people to even think even more that you a pedo, a sick fuck? Because if you don't fuck with somebody, you shouldn't come in their chat. You shouldn't say nothing about it. Go on your panel and talk about it. Why wait to the end of the live knowing that he about to end the live to say some shit, right? So you can have some content. I'm glad you did it because now I got a little content. But that was some sick shit that you came in and said, bro. And all your stories that you've been telling, I've been telling you, I don't believe none of that shit that you're saying. All your shit change, all your stories every time you go on a panel or even on your own panel, the shit change up. So if you're trying to get into it with Anthony, you need to try somebody else because I don't think you want nothing with him because he seemed like he ain't go toe to toe with you. But yeah, you need to watch that shit because you have sound like a straight PEDO when you came in that chat saying that shit, say you gonna be at all the bus stops. And yeah, school may be out, but still, buses still picking up kids for summer school and stuff like that. So you need to watch your mouth, cause people gonna be talking about this, and I'm gonna make sure, cause they gonna come and listen. A few of them gonna come and listen. They gonna come and repeat it in the chat. They gonna repeat it on the panel. You shouldn't have said that shit. You sick fuck. That's some sick ass shit. And then no, you never heard that man say fuck your kids. So why would you say fuck his kids? That just means you just angry, dangerous motherfucker. And I ain't talking about dangerous as a fight or beat nobody up. I'm talking about dangerous like you want to do something to some kids. So you need to watch your fucking mouth on certain shit, nigga. Cause that's some weird ass shit to even say, and motherfuckers gonna be thinking all type of shit. But that's all I can to say right quick, y'all. All right. That's all I came to say right quick. But yeah, man, you need to watch your fucking mouth. And Bishop and Lester, I know what y'all got going on. I just catch a little bit of that because I had click on when Bishop was cursing Lester out, and I saw when I had clicked back because I had to go do something right quick. Came back and I saw Lester was up on the panel, but I didn't hear what he said. He jumped down because Anthony was ending the live, and that's when Biz came in the goddamn chat talking about people was talking about him um, and he gonna be at all the bus stops and telling Anthony fuck his kids. First of all, Biz, you be yelling and hollering on your panel talking about fuck all these people. You don't give a fuck what they say, but yet you come in the goddamn live at the end talking about people talking about you. If you don't give a fuck what they say, what the fuck is you responding for? Because you give a fuck. Because you want people to think that you're such a nice guy. You such the Bitcoin person that trying to help everybody that you lied and say that you was. You really wanted to be in the beef from the whole time. That's what it really was. Now you in the beef Now you label and you are to me something wrong that you a PEDO and been on a sex registry list. One sentence you say you wasn't on it, you didn't have to register, and then the next minute, I've been on there for 18 years. I could have got off in 15 years, but I wanted to teach my kids a lesson. What lesson you teaching your motherfucking kids? On that shit, I'm trying to figure out. But anyways, that's what I really come to say, y'all. It wasn't gonna be no long line because I got stuff to do right quick. But I just wanted to say that shit. But y'all hit that like button. Biz, you is a weirdo, and I'm gonna continue saying that you're a weirdo. Why don't you try to go back and talk about your Bitcoin and stuff, Biz Bitcoin, instead of worrying about saying fuck people kids that nobody said fuck your kids about, and stop saying weird shit like you gonna be to all the bus stops. Okay? Cause that don't sound good for you to be saying, especially when you got all this on your record. Shit that you say that's not on your record, it is on your record. And further, and another thing, you must have never reported to the school that was on the registry list because you wouldn't have been able to go to the school. And I know that for facts. You didn't report to them people, and them people probably ain't did no background check because you ain't volunteer to be no coach. You ain't volunteer to do no field trips. Because when you do all those stuff, they do a background check, and they would have found out your ass was on that registry list. So don't say, "Oh, you've been to all my kids' school stuff and all." Yeah, you can go there because they don't. You a regular person, but once you start volunteering, doing coaching, even if you're doing rec, they do background check on your motherfucking ass. So no, you could have been around them churn because you ain't never fucking volunteered to be nothing for the school. So of course you could have been to the school. And don't tell me I ain't know. I know for a fact because when I used to have to volunteer, and they do it every year. Every year that you become a volunteer for the school, they do a background motherfucking check on your ass, and they do a thorough one. So don't say, "Oh, I've been to my churn school." Draco, what's going on? I've been in my churn life and all this other stuff. Your kids was probably not even born when none of this shit happened. They probably didn't even know you've been on the sex registry. And you talk about you trying to teach your kids a damn lesson. I don't think your kids know you was on the sex registry. Unless they watching everybody that talking about the shit now, they probably found out then. Oh, if your baby mama knew you was on the sex registry, she probably wanted to fuck with you. None of them probably even knew about that shit. Just like how the school didn't know, because if the school knew that you was on the sex registry, you would not been allowed to go in that motherfucking school, and you ain't gonna tell me no different. All right, Draco, what's up, booby? But that's all I really wanted to say. But yeah, he came in King Outlaw Anthony thing talk about he go be at all the bus stop, people talk about him and fuck Anthony kids and all this other shit. Nigga, watch your mouth when it come to kids. You should be the last person to talk about any kids, alright? But that's all I had to say, y'all. But yeah, Biz a weirdo. And nigga, you go back to Bitcoin talking and stop trying to be in the beef because people can continue to talk about your weird ass and the way you talk about kids and how you look at kids. And yeah. But y'all have a good one and peace out to all the good people. Yeah, that's pretty close though. You should ask him. Listen, I have to get back to Joe's, but I want to check.